member of the International Penal Court. But what they do, they'll pay other country, right, the European Union, the NATO, to bring other leader onto the International Court. But they are not members. But they see place money behind it. They rule over those European Union countries to drag other president onto the International Penal Court. But they've killed a lot of people. They're working freely. You see, George Bush, 3 days ago or 4 days ago, the Mossad smiled his mouth. He was about to accuse Putin, right? He was getting ready to accuse Putin. He said, well, one man just got up and invade Ukraine, but instead of saying Ukraine, and one man got up and invade Iraq, which he did. Who invaded Iraq? It was George Bush. He lied. George Bush lied with what? The coon, the other coon who passed away like a couple months ago, right? Dumpster, Romfrey, or whatever the name is. They lied saying that Saddam Hussein has a weapon of massive destruction, which was a lie. It was a lie. And then when they invade the country, kill civilians, destroy the infrastructure, and blow everything up. Who took them to the jail? Bush has not been to the jail. David Cameron has not been to the jail. No, they have not been arrested yet because they are above the law. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, Emmanuel Macron, they are above the law. Because this is the system, is the kingdom. You got to understand that. They are above the law. You can't arrest them. They cannot go to the jail. Okay? They cannot go to the jail. Okay? So the U.S. is not part of the International Penal Court. But they will bribe other country to drag other people over there. They're trying to bribe other country to go and drag another president from another country to arrest them and lock them up in the jail. Meanwhile, you cannot, bring any of the U.S. president to the International Penal Court. You can't do it because America is above the International Penal Court. So America judicial system, they look at the International Penal Court and the European Union Penal Court as nothing. So if we part of the NATO, okay, they have this alliance, NATO, okay, where you got the USA that rule over the whole NATO. They're the one that pressure all the country, all the members. So if the US, right, is member of the NATO, along with the European partner or ally, you name it, right, where they go to work together, if they decide to bomb this country tomorrow, they can do it, fine. Guess what? How come they don't drag? How come the same NATO, the European Union, how come they don't bring US by force? Say, okay, if you want us to be partaker of this and that, you need to join the International Penal Court because you commit a lot of crime, you kill a lot of civilians, you destroy a lot of people's lives throughout the fucking this earth. We are not only the one that will be held accountable, we want you to be held accountable. So your president will be tried, they'll be tried in the court and taken to the jail if they be found guilty. But guess what? It's not going to happen because this is Babylon. This is Babylon. America is above all the country. The United States of America is above all the kingdom on the earth. Yes, this is Babylon the Great. This is Babylon the Great. This is Babylon the Great. So keep in mind. So Russia opened fire on Israeli jets over Syria. So the war is still going on. The Russians, they're over there, they've been helping the Syrian because the allies, right, to, stop something. However, the synagogue of Satan, they've been bombing Syria for a while. Actually, they have taken over the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights is a territory that used to be part of Syria. And the synagogue of Satan, they took it. They took that land from the Syrian because the USA support them. The European Union, they support them. Imagine that. Taking other people's land, houses. Imagine that a brother taking somebody's houses. You know what's going to happen? He is going to jail. He will be taken by the CIA, the SWAT team, the FBI, the military. They're going to blow his door down. They're going to knock him out. Probably maybe they'll put him to death. If he go take over or steal somebody's house. Now, these people stole the Golan Heights. That used to be part of war of Syria for themselves. And nobody say anything, nobody done anything. It's like nothing happened. Everybody zip it up, and that's it. On justice, that's what you see when the fourth beast is in power. He's not the end, brother. Rejoice, brother and sister. Ye so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian, repent, seek the Most High, and rejoice, because the end of Esau, Edom, is nigh, is drawing nigh. The end of the rulership is about to be taken away. The whole earth will rejoice when the violence is taken away. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, let's read it. He said, Russian forces may have opened fire at Israel jet in Syria, according to a report. The alleged attack is believed to have taken place in Syria on Friday last week, according to Israel channel 13 News. 13 News, right? So, right, that happened, you say, last week, right? Right? Newsweek has not been able to independently verify whether the attack did take place and whether it was the act of Russian forces, right? The source report alleged that Russia used its S-300 anti-aircraft missiles as the Israeli jet attack target in northwestern Syria. I told you that they've been doing that for a long time. Long time. This was yesterday. Right? This was yesterday that they posted this article. And this happened April 29, supposedly. No, actually, no. It was yesterday, supposedly. They say yesterday, the Russian, that are deployed in Syria, guess what they did? They destroyed this Israeli jet with what? The S-300. On Friday night, at least 5 people were killed and 7 injured in the alleged airstrike, according to Syria State News Agency. However, other media in the country claim that 6 people were killed. There we go. Who killed them? The Israelis. Who gave the power to the Israeli? The United States of America. Okay. So the Syrian letting the world know. Again, the Israeli, they just killed 5 or 6 of our people, civilian. There we go. Where is justice? Where is the European Union? Where is the European Union? What is NATO in all this? It said the report indicated that the Syrian military fired off dozens of anti-aircraft missiles at the Israeli jet, as well as these Syria S-300 batteries that are operated by the Russian military and cannot fire without the approval, were also used against the jet. The report also claimed that S-300 radar did not manage to look onto the Israeli jet. Russia, a close ally of Syria, Bashar al-Assad, have forces based and operating in Syria. There we go. That's the first news we go through, right? So keep in mind, and this can escalate, right? Because the Israeli, right, they can start attacking Russia and they can do more attack. I know they're going to retaliate, right? They're going to try to strike again back at war. Syria, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Wait for it. And those things continue to happen. You're going to see the Middle East is going to get on fire. It's part of the Bible prophecy called the land must be prepared for us. The Middle East must be prepared, get ready, cleanse of all the abominable thing, abominable people, all the wickedness, the nonsense, all the madness. Guess what? The land must be clean for the Israelite, so that we'll be able to return in the land. So those things must happen, brother. Rejoice, be happy when we see this prophecy come to pass. We ain't got to freak out. No, we just got to be prepared spiritually. Right? So things are going to go worse, like we say. Let's read this one right now. I was getting on this yesterday, no, 2 days ago on my live, right? So let's go to this article right here. So I'm on this website. It's called breakingdefense.com. And brother and sister, you can subscribe. Like, you can literally subscribe to this newspaper, right? You can do it, brother and sister. You can do it. So you get what? Notification. Anything happen, they post it. It has to do with military war things going on back and forth, they post about it. All right, so keep in mind, this website can be handy. Instead of wasting time on your PS, on your Nintendo game, no, you can literally study the Bible and link it up with this news, all this event coming to pass. Keep in mind. So let's read it. Breaking defense. As you can see right here. Let me go ahead right here. And I'm going to do this because I'm going to need it right later on. So let's read it. He say, Israeli military exercise to simulate attack on Iranian nuclear targets. Okay. So this is in the public. Okay. So keep in mind. And this article was written May 18, couple of days ago. May 18, 2022. May 18, 2022. Okay. Okay. So keep in mind. So they're about to do military exercise that will simulate attack on Iranian nuclear targets. Keep in mind. You know what's going to happen? Once that happens, guess what? All hell going to break loose. Okay? All hell going to break loose. Another forefront of the war. Let's read the article label. Let's read the label. It says, Tel Aviv, as Israeli leaders sound the alarm about what they say is an acute, right? Acute, it means sharp. An acute, active threat from Iran's nuclear program. Israel plans to conduct a major military exercise. Are you ready? Are you hearing this, brother and sister? Are you hearing? Are you watching? Huh? That's the Most High preparing the land for us. That's the Most High moving the spirit, brother and sister. You see, that's why you got to repent. I'm telling you, all hell is about to break loose. You ain't see anything yet, brother and sister. Are you ready spiritually? Have you repented? Have you confessed your sin unto Amashiach? Let's continue. He said, with some U.S. participation, there we go. The United States of America, Babylon the Great will be participating in this military exercise with who? The Israeli. Meanwhile, they're making you believe that they want to make peace. Meanwhile, they're acting like they want to bring you peace. Where are your congressmen and women? Where are your senate men and women? Where are they? Where are the people they represent? Do the people literally want the U.S. to take the taxpayer money, to go support or endorse violence? Is that what the American want? Have they waited on the American to go in the ballot and vote whether the U.S. taxpayer money should be used to full war in the Middle East? No, they don't do that. Because they do not care about the people. They do not care about the people. They're just about the agenda. Agenda 2030. Agenda 21. That's all it's about, man. The power they be. Let's read it. It said, Israeli military official told Breaking Defense the U.S. Air Base, the United States Air Force will provide fully. So they will be providing kerosene or whatever, I'll say, fuel they use for this jet. The USA will be providing them that. They're letting you know. What money are they going to use? The salary of Joe Biden? Are they going to use the salary of the Senate and the congressmen and congresswomen, the senator? Are they going to use their money? No. Whose money they're going to use? The taxpayer money. The hard workers, the so-called blacks, Latino, African American, the other heathen, the other nation, the Chinese, the Japanese, that work hard day and night, breaking their back. They're going to take the taxpayer money to go fund violence, to go fund war. Who is doing it? America. Babylon the Great, the daughter of Chaldean, spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah. All those are America. They're going to take the money. Like they're stealing the taxpayer money. Because guess what? If they let the worker, the American worker that work day and night, that break the back under the sun, snow, it's raining, it's cold, they go out there and doing the work. If you were to ask them one by one, do you want your tax money to go for this war jet, war plane? They're going to tell you no. 70% will tell you no. They say, no, give me my money. I need it for my family. Right now, this time you have high inflation. Everything, the prices going up. Gas prices up. Instead of using that money to help people, right? Guess what? No, they're taking that money, more money from the poor people, and to go funnel, to go full more evil, more weakness. There we go. Would you wake up? Do you understand? They don't break it down to you right, like this in your church. Your pastor cannot break it down to you like this. No. Your pastor cannot.